Hello there and welcome. Well, I'm building a guitar from leftovers from a friend's for the Use What You've Got Challenge 2020. Well, Dave, what's the matter?
How can I edit a video if there's no video on the card?
Oh. So let's get going. A couple of days ago I spent a great afternoon working on this guitar, and what I did was I sanded the top down and so it was level with the circle binding that I put in there. I also did a bit of shaping on this leaf to add some sort of texture to it. I shaped the inside of the sound hole as well to bring it in towards that ring, and I found a fence bracket, this piece here, and bent it and cut it so that I can make a tray to mount the preamp on and the battery that will slide in and out of a hole I cut in the side of the guitar, and that will be covered by this leaf shaped plate which will be screwed on the side there with a jack plug in. I'll pull that out and pull the tray out. Now, it was all really good stuff, except I accidentally deleted all the video. So unfortunately, you're not going to see that. So I'm really sorry about that. But never mind, we're going to crack on because it's about time we started gluing this guitar together. And that's what I'm intending to do today. Get this top glued on and get that neck pocket cut and the neck shaped. Whew. Let's get on, and I'll make sure I don't delete the video this time. I'm going to have to clamp the top really well, so I think I need to be able to adjust this clamping board to make my life easier. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put some legs on it, raise it off the ground so that I can get the clamps in and on the top. Okay, so I need to just check where my issues are going to be. This top is going to have to be really pulled down. I've got glue, a spreader, some clamps and some wood which I'm going to use to clamp across the top. All ready. Oh, gosh, let's get going. That's looking pretty good. I'm going to put some of these offcuts of vinyl floor underneath the edges just to hold it up where it bows, where I've got the shape of the body there. That should help me just support that a bit. Excuse me. I do much of it. I think that's done it. Well, I'm going to leave this to cure overnight and get on with something else. There you are. think it's about time we had a look at that. Mammoth glue up. So you've got it upside down. Let me spin it round. Okay, we have a guitar body all stuck. Some gaps that may need to be filled, but essentially we have a guitar body. So I'm going to do a bit of shaping now on the sander. So I think that's going to be my first job before I tackle the neck pocket. Sorry for the noise of the fan, but I'm just trying to clear the dust out a bit. But I think it's now time to get this neck slot cut. First thing I need to do is get the centre line back, which I've lost. Mark that. Mark it lightly there. So I'm going to take it into the body at about the 16th fret, which leaves it about there. I'm going to go for 22 frets here, so my template's for a travel guitar, and it's not quite long enough for this guitar. So I'm going to have to make myself a new routing template for the neck pocket. Now, what I've done, I've cut myself a longer piece of wood, put a centre line on it, front and back. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this in so that I go to the 15th fret. There's the 15th fret. I'm going to line up the centre line there. I'm just going to drill a small hole right in the middle into the template there, and put a panel pin in there. Keep that steady, and that means I can then turn this over, line it up there, and while holding it really tight, drill another hole up here. Probably gone into my bench then. Right, so now I've got two pins holding that in place. And what I'm going to do now is get some masking tape and super glue, glue those down. Now I'm going to give myself a nice sharp line with this knife. Do the same on the other side. Also mark where the frets are. This is an offcut from a door that I fitted recently, so what I'm going to do with this is got a nice straight edge. I'm going to now make a template which I'm going to stick on the top of this, just like that. And then I'm going to use this to route out the actual template underneath. That looks reasonable. Tell you what, that's a good way of cutting that. I think I might use that for other templates. Anyway, now we have a routing template. Excellent. I think I'm going to have to route this neck pocket at a slight angle to give me a bit of a break angle. My bridge is 12mm high at its lowest point, and I want about 8mm of fretboard above the body. Okay, I've just had a cup of tea, and before I do anything I've got to make sure that I'm getting this neck, in the right place for the bridge, because that's the most important aspect of this, because I've already got my bridge position marked out. And so I need some wood. So 648 we're looking at in the centre there. So there's the nut, so 648 there. It's actually 650. This is where the strings should be, over this particular area here. So I'm going to get a pencil and just put a mark at the 22nd fret, which is there. Okay, just draw a line across there. Doesn't have to be particularly square, because I'm going to line it up the other way. And so that's where I need to cut out for the neck. Now then, so now I've still got this problem of this sloping back, but it's 4mm. I think it's a 4mm. I need to rise this up here. Just rise that up by 4mm. Oh, gosh, do you know what? I think I'm going to be able to do this. Now the template is it's 18.8. Let's call it 19. That's 19mm. I need to go down 25. So I've got 25 plus 19. Really am bad at maths, as you can see. 44mm. I've got to go 44mm. I didn't film all that routing. It was a bit of a do, and difficult to get a camera angle that would be any good. But I have now got a neck pocket. So if I run this straight edge across there, it looks like it comes just to the top of those screw heads there. So I think the angle's about right. I could adjust it very slightly with a shim if I need to, but no, I think that's looking pretty good. If you watch my previous videos, you'll know that I actually do like a dovetail joint on the back, on the end of the neck here, as it goes into the body, and I use a single bolt to connect the neck to the body. So, but this angled piece here goes into a similar slot on the body, and it gives it extra strength. Now I've got my template. Okay, so that looks to be the sort of shape that I'm after. Normally I'd route this angle with a dovetail router bit, but today I'm going to use my my best saw, and just going to go for it. That's cut that, so now I need to chisel out the corresponding angle inside there. Started using a chisel yesterday, but it's trying to cut across the grain, and it's not particularly easy. I'm just wondering whether I might have a bit more luck with this router fitting on the Dremel, so I'm going to have a go with that. Go in a bit further. Onto the neck bolt. Now then, here's my template that I use. So that slides in to there, like so, and just need to make a hole through there. Okay. Where I need to drill. I'm going to drill a 3mm diameter pilot hole, and now this body may be too deep for this to go all the way through, so I'll take it as far as I can, then I might have to finish it off with a hand drill. Okay. Now, if you've not seen any of my previous videos, you perhaps won't know how I fit my necks. Now, I use a single roofing bolt, one of these, easy to pick up. It's an 8mm roofing bolt, through the body and into an insert in the neck. And it means that for my travel guitars, it's very easy to take the neck off for transporting in a suitcase or something like that. But I'm going to use the same technique on this guitar. So what I've done, I've drilled the pilot hole all the way through, and the reason for that is I want to sink this bolt right in to that harder wood there. So I'm going to use a Forstner bit, probably about a 20mm Forstner bit, to drill down there, so this bolt will be sunk into there. And this is the longest bolt that I've got, so the whole length of the bolt is 40mm, and with the insert and the bolt screwed right through into there, we're looking at, well, it's about 26, maybe 27mm. So that means I need a depth of 27mm from the top there to where the bolt sits. Now I'm going to go through the rest of it with an 8mm bit, which is the size of the bolt. The next thing to do is to drill the hole through into the neck. So I'm going to go in with an 8mm to start off with through that hole, and then expand that out to, I think it's got to be a 12mm to fit that. But to hold the whole lot rigid, I'm going to super glue and masking tape the neck in place. Here we go. Now then, let's give this a good thump. I've just raised my workbench, which doesn't help. I've set the depth stop, so let's go. Okay, just got to get this into there fairly straight, and it helps if I watch myself on the video. There we go. I think I'm going to glue this in. I don't normally, but this wood is soft, so I think I'm going to. I'm going to use some of this PVA wood glue. Just going to check that this is all working okay. So I've got my bolt in there. Let's screw that in. Get the neck in place. Keep your fingers crossed. Yeah. That's pretty tight. Okay, I think it's time to shape the neck, and I thought actually while I've got it all together, might as well have a look at this as well, this protrusion from the body here. I'm thinking what I might do is just shape this a little, sort of the heel of the neck. So my neck is going to have to curve in at that point there. I'm perhaps going to make it a little bit thinner, but I don't want to make it too thin, this neck, because it's not that strong. Well, I think I'm going to call it a day for this video, because I've done a serious bit of sanding today and I've got a lot of clearing up to do before I go in. But anyway, I am really pleased with what I've produced so far. To think this was bits of an old fence, and now it's starting to look really like a rather smart guitar. Now the neck is a bit thicker than a normal guitar, probably closer to a sort of an acoustic, a nylon acoustic, and I'm hoping that thickness will mean that it won't buckle under the strain of the strings. We'll have to wait and see, but yep, I'm pleased with how it's gone. So thank you very much again for watching this episode. I hope you've enjoyed it, and don't forget to go and have a look at all the other guys doing the Use What You've Got Challenge 2020. it's a real blast. This is, it's great fun, and learning an awful lot along the way. It's amazing. Please stay safe, and I'll look forward to seeing you soon. Cheers.